Let's talk about these two words that keep appearing. Well, the two words are acumen, but they basically are the same thing, but we differentiate between business acumen and product acumen. Business acumen is a relationship built on a banker bringing unsolicited financial ideas. Unsolicited. The business owner didn't ask for these. You did it on your own. Business issue insights, one or the other, to the table. It is a significant differentiator in a competitive marketplace and is highly effective in proactive situations where you've got a list, you're calling up these business owners, you're asking for a meeting, they didn't call you, you called them. This becomes the way you differentiate yourself. It's not the price of entry issues on the previous page. It's this kind of stuff. Now, product acumen is still powerful in reactive situations. When somebody calls you up and say, hey, can you do this? Can you help me with that? It's certainly important, but it's less of a differentiator in proactive situations. And that's what we have to work on here, is understanding that in proactive new client acquisition, where you're working a list, calling people up, or you get a referral to meet someone, but there's no real need on the table when you get there, that's proactive business development. That's the hardest business development there is. The stuff that walks in the door, that's just product acumen stuff. It's the proactive stuff that requires a differentiator. And unsolicited financial ideas, business issue insights, what we're calling business acumen now, is the key to that. Now, let me define conversational competence, because sometimes people say to me, as you'll see a little bit later on here, well, just because you do good preparation doesn't make you an expert in the industry. Hey, look, all we do as a company is call on banks. We know an awful lot and have learned an awful lot in 22 years with hundreds of clients of what's going on in the banking industry. It's very hard for a generalist, if you're calling on multiple industries, to really be an expert. You could be an expert in terms of a particular product, but you can't be an expert in terms of business acumen. So what we're saying here is this. When we use the phrase conversational competence in business issues, that's different from somebody who's truly an industry expert. And some banks now have what they call vertical markets or niches, where they have one banker who's only calling on healthcare, or only calling on transportation, or only calling on franchise operations, where they live in that world and know a lot of people connected to it. That's true industry expertise. Business acumen, the way we're using it, is conversational competence around the business issues, and those business issues you'll see can be taken from industry data, from analyst reports, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It makes you conversationally competent in industry trends, but not an expert.